Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I was never expecting to make this video. I honestly truly don't know if I'm going to be able to handle making this video. So about a month and a half ago, I met this guy through mutual friends. He lives down in Salem. I didn't know that he had an addiction to drugs, and he told me multiple times that he wanted to be clean, he wanted to move up here, he wanted to get out of Salem because Salem has a high rate of drug use. Sorry, but a lot of things that could have gone wrong went wrong. Stress. So Friday night we made plans. Actually, no, Thursday we made plans for Saturday for me to drive down there, pick him up, bring him back up here, and then Friday I was like, hey, why don't I just come and get you tonight? And then my car started having issues again, so I was like, no, never mind, I'll come pick you up in the morning. I woke up at 4 in the morning. I just could tell something was wrong. I remember going to bed Friday night feeling like something was wrong, and I couldn't put my finger on it. And then I woke up Saturday morning with that same feeling where something was wrong. So I was like, let's just drive down to Salem. We'll see him, he'll be fine, and the feeling will go away. I get down to Salem. I go to the spot where we met last time, and I'm just waiting there, and then nothing. He never showed up. Went to Fort Myers because I had to go to the bathroom, and then I drove back to the same spot. Still nothing. So I was like, fine, I'm just gonna go get something to eat and wait for him to message me. He'll message me probably in a little bit. Like, last time it took a couple hours. But he knew I was leaving Vancouver at 7. Like, he knew I was on my way down there. It becomes 10:30, no response. All of the messages past 8 something just go undelivered, not sent, or whatnot. And I was like, what is going on? So I called his phone. His phone goes straight to voicemail. His other phone goes straight to voicemail. Now it's going to Verizon restriction calls. And I'm like, what is going on? So I drive back to Vancouver, I'm like, okay, he'll probably message me later today and just goes, hey, sorry, I didn't hear my phone ring or my phone died, yada yada yada. However, his phone was recognizing like the 6 text messages that I had sent him before it got stopped sending. So later in the afternoon, I was checking Facebook, and I was checking to see if he was on, because I was going to send him a message on Facebook. And sorry, I'm trying to watch for somebody because they're supposed to be coming down. Nothing. Like, he wasn't on. He hadn't been on for over 10 hours, whatnot. So I was like, okay, maybe in a little bit he'll message me, because I'm like, there's no way. And I still had that bad feeling in my stomach that something was really wrong. About 4 o'clock, his ex-wife posts on Facebook on his profile that he's gone, that he's not here anymore. I'm like, what the blankety blink? So I reached out to his cousin, Because at first I didn't want to believe it because I knew the relationship he and his ex-wife had was not the best. I remember on his birthday, like, he woke up, got a phone call from her, and started not to be in a good mood, if that makes sense. Like, he wasn't yelling, but he was talking louder to the point that I woke up. And it was not good. So I reached out to his cousin and I was like, hey, did something happen to him? Because he was supposed to meet me at 7:45, 8 o'clock, and he never showed up, and he won't answer his text messages, he won't answer his phone calls. Did something happen? And she's like, no. And she's like, I don't know where he's at. And so then she called his sister-in-law, and that's when she found out, and then she told me he's gone. And I immediately broke down. It's like overnight my whole world changed. Like, he's gone, and I feel like I'm going into the dark place where I fought so hard to get out of back when my best friend died in 2005, and this time I don't know if I will ever get out of it. I was in a really bad state of mind when she died. I blame myself. I blame myself with him because I could have saved him. I could have drove down there Friday night, picked him up, and drove back, and he would be fine. Like, he would be alive. He would be here. And now he's not here, and it's like, it's been 15 months since my great uncle died, and 28 months since my grandpa died. And there's no way of telling, like, I don't know. I don't know where he's at. And so, 2 days go by, one of his friends reached out, they're like, what happened to him? I'm like, so I told her, I was like, look, from what I've been told by his family, that he's gone. So she calls the hospital. They have no record of his death in the hospital, right? They have no record of him being in the morgue. So she's like, I'm gonna call Salem PD and see if I can find out what's going on. I'm just gonna pretend that I'm his cousin or whatever. So she calls Salem PD, and then she calls me, and she's like, he was found with a shit ton of drugs. I'm like, okay. Like, that, my first immediate thought was, he was not alone. Because I'm telling you right now that he would not have sent me up, and he knew I was coming, that he would not have done it. Because he was like, I'll be there. Like, I promise I will be there. It sucks because it's like, we had all these great talks and text messages and phone calls. Like, we talked for hours throughout the day. Mind you, I was also at work at that time, so, like, it would be during when I could text him back. And now I'm going to absolutely nothing. And I'm barely holding on, and everyone keeps trying to give me false hope that he could still be alive. But because I also called Salem PD, and I was like, hey, I'm just checking on this person. I know he's been having a rough time down in Salem. I'm just really worried because I feel like something's seriously wrong, right? So Salem PD calls me back, and they're like, he was found on the walkway between motels, like, in between hotels, and he's gone. Like, she's like, sometimes drug addicts might say they want to get clean, and then the next day, or they want to do it one last time, and then the next day they will start doing clean. But it also makes me wonder if he just was given the wrong thing, because there's no way that he would have done that much knowing that I was coming. Like, he wouldn't have put his life in danger. It was just, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he was most likely with a group of people that did not encourage him to stay clean. So, I don't know. At the end of the day, I was like, I remember Sunday morning, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wake up to a text message. I'm not gonna believe that he's gone. And now it's been 4 days later and still haven't got any messages. The longest that we haven't talked was 2 days because he ended up being in the hospital because he passed out, supposedly. Although I've seen the medical record, like, he did pass out, but they think he was on something, but he wasn't. Because I had talked to him that morning and he sounded fine. Like, I can tell when he's high or if he's sober. Like, that's the thing is, they're also forgetting I spent 8 days where he did not get high once while he was with me. So whatever freaking happened was down in Salem where he was just dealing with a lot of shit and just didn't want to tell me to make me worry or drive down there right then and there, because he and I both know that he wouldn't have gotten high the night before when he knew I was coming, because he told me last time, like, he's gonna make sure that he's not high and whatnot, and he'll see me in the morning. Friday night he was like that, and then Saturday morning, no call, no show. Like, that's not good. So, anyways, I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to these group of friends that keep giving me freaking hope that he's still here, because one of his other friends reached out to me yesterday and was like, I could have swore I saw him, blah blah blah. She's like, I don't mean to give you false hope, especially when I know how much he cared about you. Like, I have no idea how you have been taking this, but she's like, I wanted you to know this just in case if it is him. I'm like, if it is him, I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to know if I smack him or freaking hug him. Like, I don't know, because the last 4 days have been the hardest in my life. Like, you can tell that I've been crying so bad. This morning I've already cried a couple times, so I don't know. I'm just to the point that I'm just taking one day at a time, just trying to get through it. And, like, this has hit me harder than Grandpa and Rudy, because this was totally unexpected, and knowing that there was something that I could have done to save him just makes me mad. I really wish he would have called me at 2:30 and just said, hey, I need you to come down here and come and get me, please. Or 1:30 and say, hey, I need you to come down here and come and get me. I know I woke you up. I'm so sorry. I just need you here. And I would have dropped everything, woken up, got ready, and headed there in a heartbeat. Like, he knows that, and I know that. And so, I don't know. So I'm probably going to take a little break from YouTube, because just like what Grandpa said, what Rudy said, it's just been emotionally hard to deal with everything. I was debating about taking a break from social media. I think I'm going to do that and not obviously respond to messages if they come across asking what happened, but not ones that give me false hope that he's alive, because I cannot take that right now. But she did say that if I ever need somebody to talk to, that I could reach out to her and she'll talk to me. His cousin also said that she'll let me know when his funeral is, if he has one, so that way I can come down and say goodbye that way, which will be emotionally hard, because then I have to deal with his ex-wife on top of that. Yay me, not. So, I don't know. It's just emotionally draining. I just wish he was here. I wish he would just walk in my door and go, I'm so sorry that I put you through this the last 4 days. I know it's been rough for you. I've seen your text messages. I've seen your Facebook messages. I've seen your phone calls. I'm so sorry. Like, that's more than anything that I want. But that I also know I can't have that. So, I don't know. Alright, guys. I will see you guys in my next video.